shit, we have 12 viewers.
We should probably start doing the show soon then, so they give them something to watch.
Yeah. It's off again. Whoa, what? It's a bit cold in that picture.
Fine. Come on. You right my chair. I'm gonna smack shit at you. Onyx. Angry cat. So angry.
Alright, so how's the audio, guys?
Testing.
Who's that?
Test.
Somebody in the chat. She's at info.
She's actually in the chat?
Wonder if it'll record that way. You know what? I can look and see if it has. Doesn't matter. Half a second out, they said that.
Oh, look at this play on words or a pun, as you say. Minecraft Xbox 360 edition strikes retail gold on April 30th.
Probably need gold to play it.
Pay for play.
Get your stories up.
Yeah. Should let them know show's about to start.
Yeah.
This doesn't make any sense. So they already have a current Xbox Live version of it, then why do they need to bring a game disc out for it?
Fuck, I did the wrong thing for doesn't action.
Hey, you can sneak up on her. So are we talking saucers or?
Silver dollars, sand dollars.
They cover her belly button.
That's not good. That means a droopy. Either that or she's a midget, one of the two.
Why are you talking to Xena? Get right to the point, Famico.
Yeah, something's a bit off.
Describe her genitals.
She does characters, or does she know? Uh oh.
What?
Kid might be puking.
Usually does this in music.
Yeah, they do. That's what they're doing.
Maybe I'm excited. It's all good. All right. Hello and welcome to the nipple. Whoops, I'm sorry.
The nipple cast.
I'm reading chat. Sorry. I need WD-40.
A little bit.
I'll get it. I have some.
It's 9:13 by the way.
I know. We'll definitely be on by 9:50. Yes, hit the glass desk. That'd be awesome.
We're gonna have a post on next week now.
I will be broadcasting from the floor this week. The roles have reversed. Oh yeah, quiet.
I gotta post it.
Do it.
Do it now.
Do it now. Do it, twit.
Do it, do it. Ah, look at my eye.
March 19th.
D flat or what is that? D flat.
Rear end him. Yeah, that's why you do U's right there, you fucking retard. All up on the curb.
Eat it, eat it.
All right, so remember we're alternating. I'll start, then Will, then Corey. So, well, you got Minecraft. Ooh, have fun with that one.
Don't forget about the thing.
Oh
game.
shit! And I get the fucking pun.
Ha! Yes, sir. That's a good thing, Lipo.
That's a good thing.
Normally you have to work at it, and tongues get tired, you know. Anyways.
That's gotta be the dumbest reason to buy the retail version of this.
I might let him skip the Minecraft for
I might
Just do the Minecraft
I am doing
announcement.
it. I'm just reading the comments. I might just buy this so I have a physical copy as well.
In case Microsoft decides to yank it from live. Who knows? Who cares?
But you're paying $40 for a $20 game.
That's super duper. Let's get this started,
Who
shall we?
cares? Let them do what they want to do with their money.
I'm hoping we get an audio copy of this podcast. We will see. Don't know if it's going to work or not.
Why?
Because I'm unable to record audio at this point.
Why?
Because everything's on our end.
Huh?
So what's the point of doing a podcast if we're doing it? Is it because it's video only?
At this time, and then I can export the video to YouTube, then I can rip the sound from the YouTube video.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Better than nothing.
That's the plan.
Alrighty then.
Alrighty. La 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 la. No. Feels like I haven't done this in forever now. Anyways. Hello and welcome to the OTR podcast for March 19th, 2013. I'm your host, James. With me, as always, is...
Will?
And...
Corey.
What's up, guys? Will, what have you been playing this week?
I've been playing Assassin's Creed 3 trying to finish it up. I'm up to like 53%. It's funny. Some of these missions, they don't tell you you're supposed to beat them up. Like, you're supposed to hit them, like beat them up, not like kill them. So you're supposed to help these little beggar kids on the street. And I'm going up like, okay, I'm going to beat the shit out of these guys. Yeah. Yeah. I go up behind them, I do a double kill. But, like, nobody else around me reacts, so I'm, like, going... Because you have to go away and come back because it'll reload. But I was like, shh.
Can you
I'm,
imagine?
like, going...
They get locked, you're like... Oh, I wasn't supposed to do that. I'm just going to walk away.
Just gonna drag him with me.
Shh. You know, there's another thing that gets me about that game. I mean, I like it because it's a lot of fun because you can kill a lot of guards. But, like, if... I got up to they have levels now where you can go up to 3 stars, like, and like you walk and they see you from a block away. Like, I killed like 100 people today. It was retarded. Like, they wouldn't let us stop coming after me. Like, you guys would learn after the first 50 bodies you see run by, and you guys are still coming after me.
They
What
all
about
have
you,
balls.
Corey? Are you still stuck in what's that game? Forza 4?
Somewhat, no. I finished up Forza, leveled out completely. I'm at level 56 now, so I have no real intention of continuing the story mode or career mode, whatever. The auctions, I've pretty much got. I had 15 million credits. I could have bought anything I wanted, so I'm pretty much done. I moved on, started playing some Splinter Cell Conviction. Really enjoying that. It's very repetitive, but it's fun. So having some fun with that. I am kind of seeping back into Forza's auction house because I ended up winning the most expensive car recently for a very low price. So I'm able to I'm real close to another achievement. So I'm auctioning as much as I can, winning low, selling high, so I can get the 5 most expensive cars in the game and get the achievement. So other than that, moving on to Splinter Cell.
Very nice. Yeah, when you're into Splinter Cell and whatnot, let me know and we'll see if we can do some co-op because I need to get those achievements.
You playing a console? That's
My hands won't
unheard
burn.
of.
It's okay. I can go back to the dark side and I can get away from it again.
No, you can't.
$6.
What about you, James?
Actually, I finished up the story for Far Cry 3 on Sunday, and I have 12 achievements to go. Oh, fuck. Why did I have to read that? Anyways. So, yeah, 12 achievements to go. Got to work on those. Also have to decide what game to play next. I just purchased Hitman 4 for $12 today. So it was awesome. Anywho, moving on to the announcements. And I get no intro whatsoever, so that's cool.
Fuck you for not doing it. Too interested in reading. I'm surprised you know how to.
Anyways, Kick-Ass 2 has a red band trailer.
Use your words, James.
And Jim Carrey's in this movie. It looks pretty interesting.
He does not look like Jim Carrey all that much. The
No.
face maybe, but he doesn't act like Jim Carrey.
At the end is the only time I knew that it was him. They're
Yeah.
like, starring Jim Carrey. I'm like, where? So yeah, I'm definitely interested in seeing that. I did enjoy the first movie. Too bad Nick Cage will not be in this movie.
Which is surprising
Hold on,
because
hold on.
Nick Cage is in everything.
You said some. You're saying like you're unsure. He died in the movie.
You know,
He
okay, so
literally burned to
It's
death
a movie
and died.
about superheroes.
All right.
You can come back.
They're not
from
really
that.
superheroes.
we don't know that.
Oh, we do. The guy got his ass handed to him a couple times.
Anyway, actually, Michelle Rodriguez makes a comeback in the new Fast and Furious.
It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are many times where people that are dead come back to be in other sequels.
Exactly.
Wait.
We got to wait 4 or 5, but
Did she die?
they
Implied it.
implied it. Yeah.
But she didn't die then.
No.
They said she was.
But you physically see Big Daddy die.
Like, do you? I don't remember.
He was like, shoot. You remember like he was.
Is he on fire?
He's
and
on
shit?
fire and those flashes are going. She's running.
Watch any soap
And she's
opera,
stabbing,
and you will
she's stabbing.
see somebody die
She
and come
takes her
back 10
cape
years
off
later.
and she puts the fire out, and they're all crying.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
They can always come up with some kind of clothing bullshit. There's always a way
No,
back.
you can see it was burned.
There's always a way back.
Skin to
There's
the suit.
always Darth
It,
Vader also
it wasn't really
burned to
him.
death.
It was his twin brother.
Yeah. Okay.
There you go.
That makes sense.
Have you never seen City Slickers?
Moving on to the next announcement. Will.
Minecraft is coming out on Xbox. It's not really coming out. It's just a physical disc. That's what the article implies. For $20, April 30th.
Joy. So everyone can get their Minecraft fix on. That will probably be at the top of the MPD sales as normal for most Minecraft games. I think it's going to follow along the lines of Angry Birds, where it's just going to become a home goddamn staple because it's everywhere.
I just want to see how big you can make things on the Xbox version. That's what I want to see.
I'm sure it's going to get bigger over time.
Yeah.
It's going to allow you more. I think it's probably going to be on par with the PC at some point because the PC, hell, is still in beta.
I mean, I know you probably want to get it out, but wouldn't it make more sense to bring it out for like the next Xbox?
No, not necessarily. It's already been developed, so.
No, I'm saying I know that, but I'm saying because it has more RAM, you could be able to make bigger.
I'm sure they'll release a version of it or at least upgrade it. I don't think there's any reason for them to wait for the next generation consoles. But whatever.
I would love to. I would have loved to get into Minecraft. It's just too late for me now. I think.
Yeah.
I don't have the time.
Yeah.
I have the creativity. I just don't have the time or the patience.
I think that's it. And plus, there's a shit ton of games I need to get done. Let me see. What was I going to say? Oh, it's not in the stories because I was going to bring it up and I totally forgot about it. But anyways, the Mahjong, is that it? Mojang, whatever. He's going to be implementing a paid service, I guess paid hosting or whatever for Minecraft servers.
It's perfectly fine. It's just an option.
Yeah, it's mostly for kids, so they can be in a somewhat safe environment.
So they don't
They
get
have-
their
they have-
shit trolled, basically.
No, they have
Yeah.
they have servers all over the place you can go to. Not they can't destroy your stuff.
Sorry. Yeah, sorry. Anyways,
Problem?
they just see the top of my head.
They want to see your beautiful
I'm
smile.
trying. Let me see the frame. Okay.
How bad is it?
It was pretty bad.
Let's see your horseshoe.
Yeah, you guys are up there. Down there. What horseshoe? Here?
No. Up there, son.
Anyways, whatever. Let's see.
You're going to make me say it.
Corey, next announcement.
Sniper Elite 3 is planned to come out in 2014 and is shooting for next-gen consoles. I hate you for making me say that pun.
It wasn't an intentional pun.
I don't care. It's bullshit. Is this the one that's going to have the zombie mode? Or was that another sniper
I
game?
could
think
also
that-
use sniping for the next console too.
No.
Yeah.
No.
No, that's not even punny.
No. It's going to be pinpointed for a 2014 release date.
They set their
It's-
they
They're
set their
set their
sights.
crosshairs.
Oh,
crosshairs.
Booyah!
opportunity.
They're iron
missed.
sights on the next system.
No. There's no iron sights on a sniper rifle, dipshit.
I
So
don't
if
think
you
they-
take the scope off
Yeah,
there,
good
you
luck hitting
jackass.
anything this side of Texas.
That's okay. They just won't hold their breath for that
What did
shot.
you do before sniper? It was for what do you call it? Fucking.
They ran at
Scopes.
people at each other with bayonets. That's what they did.
Yes.
They threw bayonets from far distances. Alright, so yeah, 2014 next-gen consoles, so you will have your Sniper Elite fix on the Xbox, whatever it's going to be called, and the PS4, and maybe even the Wii U, which I think would has a lot of cool potential with the Wii U, you know, holding the Wii TV, I don't know what the fuck it's called, the monitor, and using that to kind of like aim down your scope. That'd be pretty cool.
Oh, the Wii controller screen.
Yes.
Yeah, that's pretty nifty. If they get pulled off.
The Wii TV, I don't know what it's called.
Yeah.
I can't remember. I don't care about the Wii, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, there's a new MMO RPG or FPS, I guess, MMO FPS coming out called Defiance. Launches on PC 360 and PS3 on April 2nd, but they will be having a final beta invite on March 22nd, so just 3 days away.
I saw. I was watching this science show on Hulu today, and I saw it. I was like, when the fuck does this come out? It actually looks pretty interesting.
This is the one that's going to be simultaneous with a show, right?
Yeah, I think so, yes.
So if the show dies, the game dies.
Pretty much at that point.
Okay. Well, it's on Sci-Fi, I believe, right?
Yeah.
So, there's that. Nothing ever dies on Sci-Fi. If they can make movies like Mega Shark versus
Megalodon? Or
Megalodon, yeah,
whatever it was.
Croc Shark, or I don't know what the fuck
Croc
it's.
Shark.
It could be at this point. If they make those and it makes profit, I'm sure they can make a TV show run for more than one season, unless you're a reality TV show where you play contests in the dark. Sorry,
Yeah.
that's
We'll see.
hosted by Urkel, no less. There was your problem right there.
All right, next up.
Looks like Bioshock has 2 new trailers called False Shepherd. Whatever. I've seen them. They look pretty good. I mean, I saw the one during a commercial on.
That was the TV trailer, and that's you can find the links here in our show notes. Obviously, once we get them
I
up
still
next
know.
week.
I'm hoping that I'm not hoping because it would kind of suck, but I'm hoping that the specs I saw for Bioshock Infinite Online weren't too low or too high, because I mean they seem pretty low for a game, a AAA title coming out on PC, like really low.
From what I've read, it's not the best looking Bioshock game, at least on console. The first hour was posted a preview of it on IGN.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, joystick, one of the two. And they said that it was, some muddy textures, some breakage when you're moving around. And granted, this is still kind of an early copy, but they're looking forward to seeing it on the PC. But it could be an indication of why the specs aren't that high. It might not be as graphically intensive as you need.
Yeah.
Also, your shit's anticipated when your trailers are named.
Yeah.
New trailer, The False Shepherd. Okay, sure.
Yeah, it's both of them are pretty short, so just check them out in the show notes. I'll have it up probably next week. I'll say I'll have them up tomorrow, but I won't really.
So am I skipping this one for the story?
No,
later,
you can just announce the release date.
All right, so there'll be a story about this later. But Saints Row has gotten an August 20, the release date, 2013. So now that THQ is out of the picture, Deep Silver picked up the property and will now be publishing and releasing.
Destroying.
It's pretty much the finished product of what THQ and Volition had already done. Besides, Volition already got purchased by Deep Silver, so the people that originally made Saints Row are still making Saints Row.
So is
Deep Silver is just publishing.
Is this going to be this gen or next gen?
This gen.
Both, or it could be both?
I have not heard of both. I think it's just this gen.
Mm.
It's really, they released the Enter the Dominatrix DLC. They were going to release it. It was supposed to be almost like a standalone campaign. They canceled it and kind of rolled it into a new sequel. So I don't know how much of a glorified DLC it'll be, or if it's going to be an actual release, but we'll get to that later on in the stories.
See, I don't understand why they don't bring new game systems out, like, say, in, like, March or April. Because when you have, cause a lot of these AAA games coming out in December with Christmas time, and you're going to bring out the Xbox at the same time and not have, like, any AAA titles. I mean, you're going to have some of the major...
Well, that's when you're going to sell your most consoles, though.
Not necessarily. I mean, you can say that all you want to, but, like...
Historically, realistic.
If you sort of had, like a console sale, like Steam has sales for their games, you could sell systems. You can.
Okay.
It's gonna have sales.
Yeah, it's always been basically they got to lower their prices. If they lower the prices, more people will buy them.
Yeah.
Quite honestly, I mean, you can, do the first month or two or something. I don't know. I'm not in business. I'm just saying this is the way I portray it. First 2 months, sure, sell it for $60. Hardcore gamers, your hardcore fans are going to buy it up. That's, who you're selling to initially. Then after that, you get a rush of pretty much everybody else who fucking wanted it.
Yeah, but then you have people who are going to be like, I'll just wait 3 months until it goes down in price, and you've lost your person that's going to buy it at $60.
I guess. It all depends. For me,
If
I'll wait.
If you're that much on the fence, then we're going to buy in the
It's
first
not on the
place.
fence. If I sit here and I know that I'm going to get a price drop in 3 months, I'm guaranteed to get a price drop in 3 months, I'm not going to buy the damn thing.
But I couldn't have waited that long to play Borderlands. Are you kidding me? I went to the
I
Red
would.
Machine. I went to the Red Machine and got it. Okay? Red box.
Red box.
And got it paid, alright? And then I went to
Um,
GameFly and got it, okay? So I could afford to buy it.
You're pathetic.
Pathetic, I wanted to play it.
Let's see. Moving on. New DayZ footage. That's the good one. Showing off their new features. They have a video link in the show notes, so you'll check that out next week.
Sorry. PS Vita only, I'm putting the quotation, so only $250.
$200.
$200.
Oh, sorry, $200. My bad. My eyes looking over here.
Which is, I'm honestly still a little bit intrigued because I did play the Uncharted game and I've played MLB Baseball, MLB The Show. They do look really good. The Assassin's Creed game looks really good.
Who they bring the system out for? Because the PS4 is coming out in December.
The PS4 is going to be fully compatible with the PS Vita.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
what do you need the PS Vita for? I don't understand. Like why you?
It's a
would need
handheld gaming system that has its own games and can also be integrated into the new system for specific features.
So doesn't think people own cell phones or tablets?
They don't have the capability to play games on the PS Vita. Like the tablets and all that do not have the gaming power or hardware.
They can still
for the
game.
PS
I'm
Vita.
not saying they can compare to PS Vita, but I'm not gonna, who's gonna spend?
Okay, well, because you don't want it doesn't mean other people
No, I'm
don't.
saying the price, the $200. People you go out and buy a tablet for $150 to play video games all you want to on it.
That's their problem.
Yeah, that's more Android games though, and they certainly don't compare it to the PS3 or
No,
PS
PS
Vita games.
Vita games are on par to PS2 or higher.
And that's Sony. So
So
I mean, the
it's-
graphics are about equal, but as far as content's concerned,
Yeah,
Sony's
there's not
gonna
many-
kick ass there.
tablet apps or mobile apps that I can play that would be as in depth graphically and with storyline and lengthwise as most of the games that are on the PS Vita.
Yeah, unfortunately. And I
I've
think
played
that's-
Assassin's Creed games on the handheld. They're nowhere near the PS
With that
Vita.
logic, you say a Game Boy or a Game Boy Advance be better than that. Not graphically wise, but storyline, sure.
I don't know.
I think there are many games on the mobile that could have much better
I'm saying
games
mobile.
than
I said
the
Game Boy and other like Game Boy Advances or the 3DS and stuff like that.
I'm thinking as far as mobile's concerned, is at least from what I've observed, the only ones that are going to have that kind of depth and stuff are on the Sony side. Nintendo has gameplay.
Even with depth, I don't understand like who's gonna sit there and because I'm the type of person that can play video on a screen. I'm not gonna sit there for 4 hours and play on a PS Vita. It doesn't make any sense to me.
That's you.
I don't even. Yeah, I don't know who is sitting around playing on this tiny ass screen all day. I guess people who have on the run type lives and still want to be a gamer.
That'd be me.
Businessmen flying from city to city.
I still use my PSP. I play Tech Mobile on all the time.
I use my tablet to play like fucking word games and fucking touch and tap.
Well, yeah, those games, yes, but virtual controls suck. This has dual thumbsticks.
That's true.
Damn, Mula, that's cold.
I didn't even see what he said. He's probably making fun of people.
I haven't been able to justify paying 40 euro or 40 pounds for a used PSP.
Well, that's a PSP, so I completely agree with you. The Vita at least has some cool
Hey,
features.
the
to it.
PSP, you can root and throw emulators on it.
Yeah, if you
Don't blow up your living room with a Pandora battery like I did.
exactly.
Speaking of which, hold on. I'll go.
Suck.
What?
Blowing up the goddamn Pandora battery.
And I didn't even. Oh no, it's gone. Never mind.
Son of a bitch.
It's probably on my computer still somewhere. I'll put it up later. I'll send a link in IRC.
So this goddamn complex in our apartment smelled like fucking cipher for shit for days.
You got to get a pair of Jinkos, buddy. If they still make those, I don't know if they do or not.
Pineapple in the bills.
You guys ever?
Goodwill.
Did you guys even have Jinkos over in the UK? Dumb question. Anyways, we'll cover the PSP. So before you're on to Resident Evil 6 and Left 4 Dead crossover.
All right, Resident Evil 6 and Left 4 Dead will get multiplayer skins that will cross over into each game on April the 5th. So Left 4 Dead 2 will be releasing with several different skins. I'm sorry, I'm not at the link. This will be a free of charge DLC. There will be no charge for them, which is actually pretty cool on both their parts. Because frankly, Left 4 Dead 2 has been out for about a decade. And I don't think DLC should be charged for it anymore. Let me see here. It doesn't show me anymore. It doesn't show what skins, but basically you can play Left 4 Dead as Resident Evil characters, and then you can play Resident Evil as Left 4 Dead characters. So
There's plenty of cool mods that came out for. I got reinstalled some time to play it, but for Left 4 Dead, I was looking online and I saw that there's a lot of good mods you can make the game more fun.
And
the Witch and Mini Tank make their way into Resident Evil 6, and then Lipatitsa, Napod, and Ogre Man will be in Left 4 Dead 2 from Resident Evil 6. Not
Yeah.
familiar with
either of those.
the characters from Resident Evil 6 as I have not played it, even though the cover looks like somebody blowing a giraffe.
And Cloud Chaos. Corey and I both actually experienced that firsthand. I'll show you the video. Well, we don't have video of it actually exploding, but we have the aftermath. It was pretty messy. So I'll
burnt
get
the
you link
table.
for it.
Do you still have the table?
No, table went bye-bye.
Oh well.
Sadly. And let's see. I'll just cover the last two since it's technical.
Fine.
Anyways, whatever. What the fuck ever.
Okay.
Fez will be coming to Steam May 1st. I got it on the 360, so I won't be getting it on the PC. But to anybody who hasn't gotten it yet, now's your opportunity on PC. Also, I totally should have looked at what the date was on this. But anyways, coming very soon, Microsoft has decided to start to roll out Service Pack 1 for Windows 7 users who are not on like the Enterprise, whatever, frozen installs, whatever they call them. Wish I would have got the date.
Looking now, I don't see one.
Yeah, I don't see it either. Sorry. Yeah, virtual stick. It's cool. So yeah, coming very soon. They decided they're going to go ahead and push out Service Pack 1 to everybody who doesn't want it. Consumer-wise. Enterprise, I don't think you have to worry about it. It's POV like he's blowing you. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yo.
I can sing while I do it too. No, I'm just kidding.
No, you can whistle.
Whistle. Anyways, moving on to our stories.
We need a sound effect for stories too.
Yeah, stories.
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 Okay.
Valve just wanted to make it clear that they are not involved with XI3. And
But
XI3 quickly turned around and said, that's okay, we're more than just a Steam box.
Somehow I think they're not going to have as much, and I'm going to blow my own pun thing here, but they're not going to have as much Steam going into the release without the support of Steam. I think that was what everyone was kind of hoping for, that it was going to be the Steam box.
Would
so
you
now
say that it would be taking the Steam out of their release?
that's what I was kind of going for, yes.
Yes. Another pun.
So yeah, I'm not sure how much the XI3 is really going to have in regards to publicity now that they've been publicly outed by Gabe Newell as saying they are not the Steam box. We did give them money for the production of it, but we did not endorse it with our Steam potential.
What if they made their own one for cheaper?
Who?
Steam?
Yeah.
They're
Steam
planning on doing it.
Steam doesn't do hardware, though.
They're already planning on it though. They're going to show off to
Doesn't make any
prototypes in a
sense.
couple
Why would
months.
you? Why wouldn't you take up the? Why would you just take the bull by the horns and say, "Hey, yeah, X3, might as well go with that one because I'll do our own work."
Because they've got their own plans in
Yeah.
mind.
They've got their own plans, and I don't know what they're talking about pricing-wise. I think last week we said something about like seven to 1,000.
Yeah, it could be $7,000.
Well, that's for the XI3. It was going to be $899 or $999 from what I understand, which is astronomical to me. But
It's too much. You can honestly, I can let Will toot his own horn about this one, but yeah, you can definitely build a gaming PC for less than $1,000.
I agree. I mean, that's just the convenience factor of it being in a nice little pretty box that you can put on your entertainment stand next to your big 60-inch TV. But honestly, Steam's going to come out with something at some point, have big picture on it, and then have just great gaming capabilities without having to have a $1,000 little piece of hardware on your.
I can't justify that. I mean, I've never been able to justify it. I mean, I remember when the the Core i7 came out. The processor is $1,200. This is big. The fuck's gonna pay $1,200 for that?
Not me. I'll just wait for it to go down in price in 3 months.
XI7, they never go down.
I know. I mean, facetious.
Yeah, I don't think it. I don't. Yeah, the hardware. Well,
I can
maybe
find,
a couple
I can
years.
find sales on AMD processors. You try to find a sale on a Intel. You show me that sale.
You will never see it. Well, Intel will go down because all the stuff.
Well, the funny thing is, I've rarely heard of a processor ever going bad, whether it be Intel or AMD. As long as you keep your processor cool and throw based on that bad boy, it will last you forever. Just about.
Yeah. Well, I've got a box full of them from 8 years.
The only
ago.
thing that's going to slow down is the cache or the hyper-threading.
Well, I mean, everything technically is going to slow down because your hardware is stuck from when it was made. Everything else, like the software that you use day to day, is always constantly being updated. So therefore, you're going to experience a system
No, I'm
slowness.
saying no, not talking about system tone. I'm talking about like the hyper-threading sometimes breaks down too. The hyper-threading in the L1 cache, whatever it's called, the thing that makes the processor transfer information from the motherboard to the
memory controller,
Yeah,
which is all on chip now,
yeah.
as opposed to motherboard. Anyway, moving on to that, Ouya will not be launching with all of its features. They said they will definitely be supporting multiplayer right off the bat. It's
Online
just
multiplayer.
online multiplayer. But some of the features like friends lists, messaging,
Achievements, online
Achievements.
chat. Those are all things that will not be supported until later this year.
it'll be released via a system update.
Just like everything these days, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think I have to stand by my argument where you can't release complete software or hardware nowadays, apparently.
Well, yeah.
I mean, that is-
You have to kind of bend because you know that you rely on the patch is what you do.
Yeah.
You rely on the fact that you can release it, people are going to buy it, and then you can kind of fix the things later, and appease your investors, who would pretty much be everyone on Kickstarter.
Just like EA.
So Ouya version 1 has even less reasons to buy now. I suppose. I mean, I've never been a fan of. I've never been a fan of buying hardware like first gen, anyways.
Nope.
No.
Oh, I take that back. I did buy a G1.
Yeah, and then it got stolen.
What was that? I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm thinking of your Zune, which I'm still
the Zune,
shocked
yes.
that anyone would steal.
Dude, they took the Zune over his
Hard
over your checkbook.
Because they were mentally handicapped and they didn't know what a checkbook was.
They're like, "What's
They're like,
this?"
ooh, this thing's shiny.
It's electric. Let's
Look,
get
I
it.
got $5 at the pawn shop for it.
I saw one in New Zealand. The New Zealand looks pretty cool.
Oh, it hasn't shipped yet, wasn't it? March that they said they were going to start shipping them out to devs.
I
Oh,
believe
yeah?
so.
Yes.
So the dev boxes are going out, but the I think
Well, I
it's
think it was
June.
in February that the dev boxes were going out. I think the actual shipping was this month.
I thought it was June. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. We'll look it up. But yeah, I would imagine it'd be sometime soon. Oh, they actually got her on the verge, huh? Anyways. Coming up on the next story, Nuketown is back for real this time. They will be releasing a... Actually, I think they already have, didn't they? Trying
possible.
to remember. I need to put dates on these stories. That's what I need to do. Oh, there was supposed to be more information coming out on the 13th. I never saw any additional information. So all of this might be bullshit. So
It's really fucking stupid.
we'll just go over it anyway.
Guess what we got? We got bacon of... What the fuck is it called?
Skins.
Not skins, but like
It is a skin.
camouflage. Bacon.
Skin
It's
for
a
your
skin.
gun.
And yeah.
It's the skin is the thing that. Never mind. I'm not gonna get into the details.
They have personalization packs coming out. They have weapon camo and reticles and whatnot. You can swap out. Nuketown 2025 will be coming back.
Is this copy and pasted from an article, bro?
Yeah, I'm looking right at the article now.
Because, no, it's funny. This is quoting this in here. I like that Treyarch has a sense of humor, like World at War and Black.
It's not. I don't think. Okay, yeah, because they have a bacon wrapped gun. That means they have a sense of humor. No, that means they know that this generation loves something called an impulse buy.
They know that Redditors are going to be buying this by the
Yes.
bulk.
Yeah, because it's going to be overdone. I mean, James, how many times have you bought something from Thinggate just because it was bacon themed?
That was my girlfriend.
Well, either one. They know that this generation's like, ooh, bacon? Well, I'm going to fucking buy it.
I got bacon flavored water, and that was disgusting.
That does sound fucking disgusting.
It was disgusting.
Anyway.
So yeah,
popcorn.
toothpaste.
Nuketown 2025 is back for sure. Nuketown Zombies will also be there.
Yippee.
They're going to be releasing extra slots pack for an extra character class set, I guess. They'll also
For
be
free?
releasing...
No.
Free.
That's funny.
Cha.
Everything you see on this list costs more than 80 Microsoft points at the minimum.
Yes. These packs include national flag themes, calling cards from countries around the world. These packs are provided by geological region and cost 80 Microsoft points per region pack.
What?
Yep. So everything is being monetized.
I want UK
Everything.
flags, 80 Microsoft points, please.
Everything. So extra slots, money. Nuketown, money. Creative class slots, money, which honestly pisses me off because you should be able to unlock creative class as you prestige.
If this was a game that was one of those that was designed to be utilized for years to come, like WoW, totally would not be a problem with that type of setup. But since you are now essentially pointing to a yearly release or a bi-yearly release,
This is
it's a
a
waste
money
of money.
grab.
Yeah, it's
a money
exactly
grab.
what it is. Yeah.
Let's see how much money we can make off these people, and then the next time we're going to release a new game in 1 year, and we can do it all over again because people are going to be excited for that game. They're going to pay $60. We're going to break records, and then we can release different microtransactions for that one as well.
Oh no, Activision and Treyarch lost me at Modern Warfare 3 because of the shit. I paid $50 to get maybe 5 maps that I could play fully with modes I like to play in.
Because they know that people are going to buy the map packs for $20 a piece.
What? What are you talking about?
Modern Warfare 3. I mean, if you get just an X amount of maps, then of course they know that
No,
people
no,
are
I
gonna...
got the Elite.
Elite.
I'm retarded, okay? Elite, whatever. But no, I was promised what 20 it was 20 maps I think they said, and I got 20 maps, but only like 6 of them were usable in the modes I like playing in. Every other one was like 2 versus 2 or 3 versus. It's like I like playing that. It's just not enough people to be playing against.
You know why? Because 2 versus 2, 2 versus 3, smaller map, less to develop, more money for you for less work.
Wow.
Yeah. May I just stop the podcast for a moment and comment? Moonlit, Baconaise is the shit.
It is.
You gotta get it.
Anytime we tell him to get anything, he doesn't do it. So, watch The Walking Dead. No, I don't watch TV.
You're in the UK, so it would cost me like $80 to send it to you, so that's just not going to happen.
Well, the thing.
I'll tell you what,
the
if
thing-
I
hold
can
on.
find it on one of the sites and actually have it shipped there, I'll do it.
Well, see, Moonlit, the maps that actually were able to play with, the ones that you could use on 6 versus 6, were actually good. the ones you would use the 3 versus 3 or 2 versus 2 or whatever sucked. I mean, they were like terrible.
The only time I ever thought that the map packs on a Modern Warfare game were worth it was when they released the theme park on Modern Warfare. Was it 2? Or
yeah,
Black
that
Ops?
was good stuff. Yep.
That was Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah, there was a couple of different games that were a couple of different maps that were in that pack that were actually worth the money. I'm proud to say I've never bought a map pack in my entire life because I completely refused. I mean, just like anybody who complains about it, you shouldn't go and buy the goddamn thing.
I bought it.
James bought it for me, so because he wanted me to play with him, and I was like, okay, fuck it, if you're gonna buy it for me, fine. But I'm not gonna go and pay $20 for maps that I'm gonna use once every 5 times in a rotation. Screw that.
I think, to be fair, I don't think you're getting less maps. Do you think they're getting less maps on purchase now?
It's not really less maps. It's just it is less maps because basically, even if you combine all the small maps into regular maps, it'd still be less than what I would have gotten with Modern Warfare 2.
Oh, I completely agree. I think they've honestly made at least a dozen maps, and they're going to release 6 of them. Have 6 of them waiting in the wings, so they can charge you $20 for them, because they know you're going to get tired of the 6 you've been playing.
You know what I'd like to see is it used to be more prevalent in PC gaming.
It was the trailer park, the trailer park,
Oil plays.
oil field, and
The theme park.
yeah, it was a fun ass thing.
But yeah, community created content, which would be awesome to see more of. But
They wouldn't allow that.
yeah,
I
no,
wish they
Unless
could.
they monetize it somehow, they
Yeah.
wouldn't allow it.
I mean, because I think they're being so short sighted because you could actually get people to make the maps. It wouldn't cost you anything, really.
But they like controlling everything. That's the thing. They want to control all of it because they want to make the most money.
Well, it is
out
left
of
the
it. If you
customer.
make- If you let the customer make maps, then they're going to exploit it.
I don't know what my next first shooter. I think I'm gonna go with Battlefield 4 next time.
Battlefield 4 is also pretty bad with monetizing just about everything.
Well, yeah, they're
It's how they make their money. It's
Yeah.
their cash cow. And
Well-
yes, I agree, Ainge. The new Infinity Ward creator, it is Respawn Entertainment. I don't know if they're making a first-person shooter. I know that's only one of the 2 guys that created the original Call of Duty are on it. I think Frank Zampanella and the other guy had to leave due to family issues. So the only thing they've released is some muddy image that you really can't tell anything about, and I believe they said they will be at E3 to possibly show more of their game. So if it's a first-person shooter, I think they're going to be badass.
I don't think it is. I thought it was a racer of some kind.
There's nothing I've heard anything about.
They
a
showed, like, a
racer.
screenshot
It
that's
could be a goddamn Pokemon game at this point. We don't know.
Yeah.
At least it's not Medal of Honor.
Needless to say, I will not be buying a full-priced Call of Duty game. I mean, if it goes down to like $20, I'll think about it.
I mean, look how far we've come. I mean, we were the first ones in line for Modern Warfare 1. Modern
Because
Warfare
it was an
2,
awesome
first
game.
ones in line. Black Ops, we were kind of okay. We'll go to the midnight
No,
release.
no, Corey, no.
No.
Me and James were there. Your ass was somewhere else, not with us getting. As I bought it for you. So don't act like you were there at midnight, fucking with us getting Black Ops, you jackass.
Fine, I was talking about you, dipshit.
But anyways, we'll say it, every time, and we'll say it again. Modern Warfare 1, the original, Call of Duty 4, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
before.
When we were in the demo, we had, 3 maps?
Three maps.
Crash, Vacant, and Overgrown.
And that alone we would have paid $60 for.
I would have, yes.
But they've turned it into such a piece of shit.
I had to pay $20 for those maps actually when they came out for Modern Warfare 2.
Again.
Yeah, they re-released them.
Yeah.
Already created maps with upgraded textures for $20.
No, it was. You got 2 old maps and 3 new maps. So you basically paid what?
$10? $5?
Probably $5 or $6.
Whatever, it doesn't matter. You paid for them again.
Yeah, you're paying for something that's already been created. It's like on-disc DLC. It's bullshit.
Yeah.
Oh well. Sorry.
Next
Still
story.
from the plan, though.
Next story. Europe will not be getting the radio-controlled plane.
That's a little ass backwards. You think it'd be like U.S. not getting battery powered, thing. Not the EU. Come on, that's just stupidity.
So we apologize. You're getting 4 packs in return.
Yeah, because one's not enough
Cats sleeping
anymore.
with dogs.
What is it? Right at the
Yeah.
None of them come close to the airship. Of
The
course.
watch looks pretty cool though.
The watch does look pretty cool, although they don't usually make them for fat people, which is ironic because that's what you become when you play nothing but video games.
Hey, stereotypical man.
Anyways,
I've seen skinny gamers.
those
I
are
eat them.
whatever. I play video games. No, you don't. You're not fat. You don't sit on the couch.
You
all
don't
day.
have acne and Cheeto stains on your fingers.
You don't even know about it. Okay, so anyways, you got this kick-ass RC plane. At first, we thought it was going to be some cheapo depot shit. Then we saw the video footage of it, and we all want one now. Anyways, you guys are getting stuck with a watch that looks like Sam Fisher's headgear.
You're telling me the Homeland Security was okay with this, but the European Union is not?
I don't know if it's necessarily.
Yeah, I don't know if it's
political.
anything to do with that. I don't know what it's about.
They could just pretty much just about anything to name national security. Come on, guys. Act like they can. They can.
You also get a choice of a figurine, which I wouldn't mind having either. Comes with 2 co-op maps and a graphic novel, some in-game gear, and a steel box case. The in-game gear is a gold sonar mask thing, which makes absolutely no sense at all.
Sonar, is it like sense things around you?
I think so. I think there is some kind of actual functionality that it has over the green ones. I don't fucking know.
Wow.
I don't know.
And you get the upper echelon suit, the legend. Wait for it, dairy upper echelon suit.
So in-game DLC, fuck it. I don't give a shit about in-game DLC.
What is with that? And that's every game now. It doesn't fucking matter what game it is. If you pre-order, you're getting some kind of in-game.
It's their
stuff.
only way of getting you to entice you to coming to their place and getting something. I mean, honestly, I think if I would have had the foresight to do it, I would have went to Best Buy just because they gave you an Assassin's Creed 3 Steelbook when you pre-ordered. You didn't have to go pick up the goddamn game. When you put
Yeah.
the $5 down, they gave you a Steelbook.
Yeah.
I love shit like that. I love physical, things when you get like a statue or you get a watch or a plane or something. Those things are really cool. Something I can display in my apartment or in my home.
Is Bioshock EA? Sorry.
BioShock is not EA.
Sorry.
There was a point.
Who is that?
Not Infinity. That's BioShock is
2K.
Yeah, 2K.
Yeah, 2K. That sounds right.
No, because I don't know where you can use it, but like on like Amazon, you get $30 credit. I forget, I don't know what it goes to, but if you do Bioshock Infinite on Amazon, you get $30 credit.
As Moonlit points out, the
So you pay
frequency
$60,
that
you
the
get basically
planes
$30,
run on,
you get another game.
the frequency that
Sorry.
the planes run on aren't open legally
Possibly.
there.
If that's the issue,
Oh,
then it
okay.
would be legal.
Well, that still doesn't make sense. Usually, places that are.
Fuck it, be a rebel. Fly that shit.
I know it's EU, but like
I don't have a
the-
license, but I'm still gonna fly this
the
shit.
FCC like. FCC.
What are you in for? Flying an RC plane with an illegal frequency.
They make
On an
you
illegal
have they
frequency.
make electronics accept any electrical interference. So I don't understand why European Union doesn't have the same thing as that as we do.
I just want to fly my plane around in New York and hit a building with it.
Yeah, that's what I'd usually expect to see there, Moonlit, is the multiple frequencies. I wouldn't even be surprised if there was some kind of jumper that they just had to change or some shit like that. Yeah, exactly. Yep. And I haven't been into that type of shit in years. Anyways.
Anal?
Well, it's not really transmitting. It's just communicating between each other.
It's transmitting. It's transmitting.
What do you mean? I'm
It's
saying
transmitting
like
a frequency back to your radio control thing. Your
Yeah, you
controller.
have the controller in your hand is going to the plane, and then that's about it. But it's still transmitting from your hands to the plane, and that's illegal. Here, you have to have a license to do ham radio. You're not legally allowed to technically do it. I
there's
guess.
like laws that need to be stricken off the books because it's not enforced. I mean, it's impossible to enforce them.
That's not true. They can try.
I mean,
to
as
do
I'm
it.
saying, it's completely impossible. But like, if somebody's in their house and they're broadcasting, if the cop can't hear you, can't see you, you can't do anything about it.
Doesn't mean it shouldn't be illegal.
Yeah,
Why not? Why isn't it
'Cause
illegal
then-
for?
I don't know.
they have
I'm
laws
not-
for reasons.
I guess so.
Usually, mostly for good reasons.
Can't shoot a whale from a moving vehicle in
California.
California.
That's a
Yeah.
good reason. Innocent bystanders could, walk in between the shot and.
It's
know,
true.
Whatever.
That'd be a goddamn good sniper. That should be the DLC for Sniper Elite 3.
Hell yeah, you gotta drive a car
Whale
and snipe a
hunting.
fucking whale.
What does shop you mean?
What?
He said randomly you have to randomly stop people randomly spotted in the airways.
basically you can't have people overtaking AM radio stations with their useless bullshit, which will most
it's
likely
the same
be.
frequency as AM radio stations.
Well, you're still releasing. I don't know.
Hey, at least you don't have to learn
Ham
Morse
radios,
code
ham radios are
anymore.
more on the long lines of wireless telephones, because me and James know about that.
What?
Ham radios bring up wireless.
No. I remember the guy behind us.
Next to us. Remember that one?
No, behind us. He was
The
behind
guy
us.
next to us.
No, he was behind us. On
No, I'm saying-
8479 Diagonal Road. He had a big ass antenna.
Not him.
Okay.
Remember we had our ham radio? We heard the guy on the phone next door to us?
Oh, that wasn't a ham radio. That's CB radio, or not CB, but police scanner. That's totally different.
What's the police scanner?
Ham radio is totally different. Police scanner, depending on what frequencies you had available, we could listen in on phone calls. We didn't. We totally did not listen into phone calls.
What are you talking about? No.
We totally did not listen into baby monitors and stuff like that. Yeah, I've
We've
never done that.
possibly
in my
never,
life.
we've never gotten war driving, ever, not once.
Yeah, because
Never-
that was a thrilling day listening to a 4-year-old.
You'd be surprised what people talk about in front of
Yeah.
these things.
No, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't.
I mean, I wouldn't know. I've never done it in my life. Anyways.
I've seen people do it online.
Yes, exactly. Ham can listen on all frequencies. This I did not know. But yeah, that's interesting. I'll actually have to get into that. I've seen you guys talk about the software defined radio. I'm definitely interested in that. I saw something about that a long time ago as well. I am looking to get a ham license. That would be sweet. My buddy at work has one. But I was kind of scared by having to learn Morse code. But now that you don't have to do that, I'm game.
It's like an outdated technology.
I don't think you're legally allowed to listen in on other people's phone conversations, though.
No, that's called wiretapping, and only the government can do that illegally.
Yeah.
We can't do it illegally because we'll get arrested. The government can do it illegally, but they don't get arrested.
No, they don't get arrested, but the Supreme Court already ruled those unconstitutional. So even if the guy have an
They'll still do it, though.
Oh, yeah.
He can use it against you.
Yeah, no, I used to listen to all kinds of stuff. There was a guy with a ham radio that lived behind us, and he had some kind of overpowered amp, and every time that he would talk on his ham radio, it would actually come through, speakers that were powered, but not exactly plugged into anything, would still pick up that signal. I don't
That's
even know how that's
awesome.
possible.
I would totally watch and wait until somebody did a Ouija board.
It was
and then
scary.
Start talking through their stereo.
I was only like 10 or 11 when that happened. It was plugged in. Speakers were plugged in, not plugged into an audio source anywhere, and you can hear him talking over the fucking radio. It was scary.
Start hearing voices, wondering if you're going insane.
Exactly. Maybe I was. That would explain a lot.
That would.
Anyways, are we ready to talk about SimCity
Oh, of course.
for the rest of the podcast?
At this point.
So as we know, SimCity has had quite the bumpy start.
You call it
Bumpy?
bumpy. I'd call
Bumpy,
it
that was a drop
catastrophic.
down.
Catastrophic.
Catastrophic.
Clusterfuck.
You know how it's been that bad, and yet still 1.1 million people are still botting the damn game. Are you guys fucking stupid? Hello,
They're
Now they just want the free game.
McFly.
Now they just want
Honestly,
the free game.
if Modern Warfare 4 would have came out and I knew it had these issues, I probably would have still bought it.
No, I'm
anyway.
saying the only.
Yeah.
And
They'll get it
I
fixed.
bet the sales didn't go up until they offer the free game. And go with cause now anybody get the free game. Anybody.
Yeah, if you would buy it until March 26th, I believe you can still get
That's
free game. One of
ridiculous.
8 games. It's not all the
Yeah.
games in the Origin.
Yeah,
And
well, they
half
made
them
it
aren't
sound
that
like it at the
good.
beginning. They did make it sound like that at the beginning.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, you can get Battlefield 3, but who doesn't own a copy of Battlefield 3 at this point?
I do now.
I do know too. Since
I own 2
I got
copies.
mine for $11.
I got mine for 12, I think it was, because I don't know what the fuck happened. Man, I wanted to get some money off of GameFly today, and there was no coops. Couldn't find any coops.
This isn't good.
I got Hitman for $12.
On PC.
Absolution.
Yeah.
Absolution.
Yeah.
How do you get $12?
Today on GameFly only. It's still going if you want it. If you don't have it already.
Fuck you guys. I'm just gonna sit here and be in my little naive console generation. I'm just
You know you're fine. I mean, it's not. It's.
I'm gonna be the dedicated console person of the podcast. You guys can move on. I will be the dedicated. I'll take the hit.
I'm still the best. You have to buy.
You guys can buy 4 million games. I'll buy 1 a year.
Well, we'll get to that. That is coming. That is coming up. We have tons of stories on EA right now, or SimCity in general. So some guys on what was it, Kotaku, decided to unplug his network connection while he was playing, and the city thrived for a whole 19 minutes.
Shocking. I'm shocked. By this.
Then he gave the error message saying that the connection has been lost. Blah 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 blah. You can't play anymore, so we kick you out. Then later on, or it might have been beforehand, I didn't check the story dates, but somebody on Reddit posted that they have made a modification to the game that allows debug mode, which allows you to play offline indefinitely. Now, there's some hindrances to that where you can't like sync, of course, and stuff like that. I think you can't save either because that's all online stuff.
Which I think is maybe what Maxis is talking about in regards to it not being offline capable, where you can run the simulation, but you can never save it and come back to it. You can play now and then turn it off and start over.
You can say that, but that's not true. There are no special calculations. They lied. We're coming up to a story about that in here in just a moment. Actually, that's the next story, by the way. They said they could have made SimCity offline capable, but it did not fit their vision.
By vision, they mean DRM.
Money.
Yeah, DRM, money, blah, 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 blah,
See,
blah.
that didn't really fit to my wallet that well, so I had to take it out and throw it away.
See, now this is what pisses me off, is kind of about piracy and whatnot, is they say that when people pirate a game, it's theft, blah, 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 blah. Nothing actually is physically being lost at this point. But then something goes wrong on their end, and they can just pass it out like it's fucking candy.
Yeah.
They act like it's nothing, but then they treat it like it is something if they're not initially getting some kind of money from it.
Well, to not get into much of a debatatory, I don't even know that's a word.
Masturbatory?
Masturbatory, yes. I don't agree with that assessment of that nothing is being stolen, because, I mean, think about it as if you were to paint something. If you were to paint a picture and it was really profitable to you, and then somebody else just took it and displayed it as their own, they're technically ripping you off. They're basically taking your creation. Yes, I already got paid for it, but it's my livelihood. So I make commissions off of it.
40 years online, you still make $10 a sale?
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense.
Artists are still making money on radio rotations.
That's the problem. Is there's no room for creation when you hold the copyright to a sound, to like say 2 syllables.
This is why I don't want to bring it up. Never mind.
4 syllables.
Okay. I'm done. We're not going here.
We brought up copyright. I'm bringing up copyright.
That's fine. Continuing.
All right. Anyways,
I told you I didn't want to get into debate about it.
It's not debating. I'm stating simple facts.
You're yelling is what you're doing. To get your point across, you're yelling.
I'm trying to yell.
Don't matter.
All right, so SimCity compensation games. Those people who are experiencing the issue and not experiencing the issue but wanting to take advantage of getting a free game on top of SimCity can choose from Battlefield 3. I thought you were joking when you said Bejeweled, but that is actually one of the games.
Yep, Bejeweled 3, because, when you want to play a PopGap game that's been out for 4 years as compensation for not being able to play your SimCity game, I think of Bejeweled 3.
Yeah, Moonlit, that's exactly what they were saying. They said they're working on it, which means no. You lose the game when their servers go down. So pay now, and you don't own the game.
I love that SimCity 4 Deluxe Edition is on here.
Yeah,
$60.
Since you're missing out on SimCity, go ahead and
since you can't play SimCity 5, here play the non-DRM, non-online capable SimCity 4.
Yes. Play the game that is actually playable.
Yep.
Mass Effect 3 Standard Edition, Medal of Honor
Warfighter.
Oh, yeah, because everybody wants that.
Yeah. Everybody wants Medal of Honor.
Need for Speed Most
Taken
Wanted.
out of rotation.
Plants vs. Zombies? Really? These are the compensation games? Alright, so I don't agree with that. I would take Battlefield 3, Dead Space 3, or Mass Effect 3. There's really nothing else on that list that would, make up for the shit they've had to put up with.
I agree.
The question is when people get that game, does it count towards sales of Dead Space 3?
No.
No, it's not a sale. They don't make any money off of it.
Just because you don't make money off it doesn't mean it counts.
They can probably count it as
I'm
shit,
sure,
but
yeah.
I mean it's a PC, it's a downloadable
It's
thing,
shit.
so I don't think it's going to count toward that. They might count it as a download.
Yeah.
It's been downloaded 3 billion times. It's only been purchased 1, but it's been downloaded 3 million times.
So we made this observation already at sold how many million? 11 million?
1.1.
Oh, okay. They just didn't put the video. They got
Yeah,
you.
1.1.
So 1.1 million copies
Yeah.
in 2 weeks.
Not bad. I mean, for the shit that's happened, honestly,
People are stupid.
no, they're not stupid. They're anticipating a game. It's the first release for SimCity in, 5-6 years? I'd be excited for it, too. Most people have already pre-ordered it.
How many torrents? Good one. Well, I assume we'll see the torrents go higher when they actually get some kind of working crack out.
Yeah.
At the end of all of this, the EA CEO resigns. I think they tried to play it off. They said it was not related to what they're going through.
Somebody
now.
fucked up and he took the blame for it, or something happened where the board told me that you can resign or we're gonna fire you.
If you look at the track history of things that have gone wrong in the recent history, I honestly can't believe it. So you got the SimCity debacle. You have the MMO Star Wars: The Old Republic, the very expensive to produce MMO Star Wars: The Old Republic, failing to catch on and having to go to a free-to-play model after only a couple months, and then not producing an NBA title for 3 years straight. So paying the license for the NBA to produce a game, and then for 3 straight years not being able to produce anything. I mean, up until last year, they had a downloadable arcade title for NBA, and within 2 months of its release, they scrapped it completely and said, "We'll come back next year."
Yeah.
So, I mean, you're just throwing money away. I mean, granted, this
fair,
is EA.
To be fair, trying to bring anything out against 2K, because one thing that 2K Sports is good at making is basketball games. Tell you that.
I
much.
agree, but I mean, you still have to put something out there.
Yeah, give up the what do you call it? What do you call it? Give up
The license?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course, it's EA. They don't give up things. Which is why we're never going to see a road rash, but we'll get to that later.
or
off the
a non-Madden football game again.
Also, to add to this, Bungie says they're not concerned about their always-on connection requirement that's coming up in Destiny.
That's funny. If I had a dime for every time I heard a developer say they weren't worried about their online-only DRM, I would be rich.
No, you do have a dime.
EA,
No, I've heard it multiple times, Ubisoft.
EA's shit done broke worse than ours. And yet they're not concerned. Even though they're probably going to sell more copies of Destiny than they're,
So
selling
the real
of
question
SimCity.
is we'll make predictions right now. How bad is this gonna fuck up first day? How bad are you guys?
Honestly, I think it's going to be a little bit better because you got to think about it. SimCity, I think this is their first foray into like massive online, capabilities. This is Bungie. These are the guys that developed Halo, one of the most online played games in the history of gaming. As they said, it's not their first radio. They've done this before. They know these server strains.
Yeah.
They know what they're going to need for this kind of game to be released. Unlike Maxis, who is like,
no.
we don't know what the fuck we're doing. We're just kind of
I don't
put this out here.
You're giving way too much credit.
I don't think so.
I think I am.
This is Bungie. This is Halo. They've had online players. They've had over
You really
billions
can't
of players.
compare it to SimCity because the only version you can is PC version because the other ones are going on Xbox and PS3.
That's what I'm saying though, is that they have the experience in this because they've had Halo on the PSC and the PC.
Watch how bad it fucks up on the PC though. That's what I'm trying to say. You can't compare.
I think there's always going to be, from here on out, there's always going to be
And
first day issues.
So they're
just
saying when you play on your Xbox, you can't play it offline.
first day, first week, first month issues with massive online gaming because no matter how much they want to predict, they're not going to spend more than they want. They have, they're saying that they have this amount of people that could potentially play. They buy exactly what they think they need, and then shit, we're flooded. Now we need to buy more. It happens with well-established places too when they get influxes of users, like Google Reader shut down. Will be shutting down June 1st, I think it was. I think they said Feedly picked up 500,000 new users, and were able to apparently, pick up the slack with their server. No
We'll
comments
see.
on that.
I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see.
I'm not buying Bungie's game on the first day anyway, so.
Oh yeah, no, definitely.
No.
But we'll keep our eyes open. I'm gonna say they're gonna have issues.
Just if it does go down, we have more fodder for the podcast. So
Right.
One
So-
can only hope.
We're not rooting for you, Bungie.
Die in a fire.
Darn.
We need content.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's another thing. That's always been Corey's argument. Moonlit is people who don't have the internet, usage caps, downtime. Internet goes out. I'll play a game. Oh wait.
Yeah, online games, cloud storage, cloud gaming, all those things. If I lose my connection, I can't play my game. What the fuck is the point?
I'm being serious. Is anybody reading anywhere saying that you can play the Destiny offline on the Xbox 360 or the PS3?
It says always online connection. I'm assuming that's across the board.
Yeah,
Wow.
I'm assuming.
Wow.
So if you don't have Xbox Live,
Gold, you mean?
Oh, I extended my Xbox Live for 3 months.
Wow. What a bitch.
Well, I'm still paying for Netflix.
What a
and
bitch.
Yeah. Plus, I really wanted to watch YouTube the other night. And I was like, $30 to watch YouTube for one night? Sure.
So yeah, to watch it intermittently when it actually decided to
Oh,
load.
and when it doesn't
Oh.
freeze up my Xbox, holy shit. YouTube is the biggest piece of
You
shit.
paid $30 for scrappy internet-connected video. I'm proud of you. You download GIFs too at 26K or 56K?
Speaking of GIFs, I think Google Images just opened up a tool on their image search that allows you to narrow it down to animated GIFs. So
Nice.
feel free to look up all your little
Repeated
cats.
3-second cum shot porn all day
Cum
long.
shot porn, your cats jumping and missing things and
Way to
stuff.
segue into something else from cum shot porn, into cats. All right.
Next
On to the
story.
weird stories of the day.
Assassin's Creed 3 DLC will have invisible wolves.
Cloaked wolves.
Oh,
So,
is this the
because
one-
it was not terrifying enough to walk through the wilderness in the middle of the night trying to set traps for jackrabbits, now you have to worry about howling monsters coming at you when you
think
can't
guys,
see
I
them.
don't think you guys understand what he's saying.
They're cloaked.
No, you're cloaked as one.
No.
Yes.
You can turn into a goddamn eagle as well.
I saw the thing. You can turn into a wolf. I thought.
Uno momento.
Okay, well that's just that's more realistic, I suppose, than as to cloaked wolves.
Hold on, we're checking.
We're looking
what
into
the
it.
Fuck, stupid ass internet connection.
Who killed YouTube?
That
Oh.
would be you. YouTube killed YouTube, or your internet connection killed YouTube. Because
Well,
it
okay.
sucks.
Have you reset your router at all since yesterday, James?
No. Okay, so it does allow you to turn into a wolf.
Okay, well either way, because it's more realistic that you turn into a goddamn wolf.
Well, no, you're cloaked. Where's this wolf? What?
You're cloaked as a wolf, you dumbass.
He was
So
only
you-
crouched over.
You turn into a wolf, you're cloaked from the enemy, and you can kill them.
I'm going to turn off the audio just in case they decide to get on me there. Yeah, you have cloaked wolves with you
Yes.
that run around and go kill people, which
Yep.
is awesome.
I'm looking at it right now. There are cloaked wolves.
So apparently, it's not cloaked wolves coming after you; they work for you, which is
I
awesome.
don't care. It's cloaked wolves because Assassin's Creed 3. You think about it. Okay, sure, we're gonna have games set in the 1700s, and have technology like cloaking wolves.
Okay, here's the
No,
deal.
no, no,
I'm
so
going to
take-
stop you right here. Stop you right here. Okay. In Assassin's Creed, anybody who has not played Assassin's Creed at all yet, you might want to shut your ears. But what is Assassin's Creed?
the Animus.
Yes.
You're reliving your ancestors' past.
But you're in a computer, which means it's like the Matrix. You can do whatever the fuck you want.
Then why the fuck don't they ever just give Ezio a goddamn car to travel to places?
I think
instead
he
of
has
on
to relive
horseback?
it. Oh, good point. I was gonna
Oh,
say-
you know what? I gotta go to fucking Paris and
No.
I gotta get there fast. Let me just put this fighter jet in
Plus,
the
no,
game.
you're dealing with a
I hate
Native
jets.
American.
You're not
Indian.
changing history, so
No.
what does it matter?
You're dealing with the Native Americans, so they dealt with animal spirits all the time. So an eagle and a wolf is not that far fetched for an Indian.
I'm not saying it's far fetched. I'm just saying if you're gonna put something like cloaking wolves in there, why not just give them a goddamn gun?
We do have guns.
Okay,
I
as
got-
in
I
a
got-
fucking
it's like a
semi-automatic MP5.
Now I got dual wielder now. I can dual wield.
Because like I said, you're not changing. You're reliving history. So if you can implement things without the risk of altering history, then what the fuck is the point of him having a goddamn crossbow when he can have EMP grenades and just knock the shit out of everything?
Okay.
Well, unless
EMPs
the
wouldn't
animus.
help
No,
you.
I'm saying. I mean,
Yeah, EMPs would be useless. There's no electricity
Yeah.
back then. Sorry.
since technically it's a video game, what if the animus can adjust the past?
Then
Okay, let's
cloaking
not go
wolves
there, 'cause
obviously changed the past. Then
No, because the DLC is alternate. It's not the actual line. It's alternate to the line.
is this part of the Washington
Yes,
DLC?
yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, still, I mean, the Washington DLC at least was plausible in the fact that it was an actual event that just happened to go another way. Whereas if Washington became king, I don't think they advanced technology to the point where they can have cloaking wolves.
Never know.
It's true. Maybe we should have Washington as king. God, we'd have flying cars. I'd have my goddamn hoverboard by now.
This is true. Moving on, Saints Row 4. We talked about it getting a release date, and there is some video footage that was also released, or a trailer, whatever you want to call it. Corey, do you want to take this story?
Uh-oh.
I don't know how to feel. I'm a huge Saints Row fan. It's one of my favorite franchises, probably in my top 5. I think the franchise peaked with part 2. 3 was over the top, and this at this point has just gone completely off the deep end with the over the top stuff. So now basically The Third Street Saints are no longer trying to take over any kind of city. They are now owners of the free world. The leader of the Third Street Saints is the president of the United States.
Believable.
Believable completely.
Sure.
And now aliens are attacking, so now you are trying to defend Earth against aliens. So we went from trying to restart your little gang in an actual realistic setting, kind of a GTA setting, to being owners of the free world and trying to fight off aliens.
So you're saying the developers were either A, drunk, or B, stoned?
I think that they just basically stopped wanting to be compared to GTA 3 or to GTA.
Oh, they stopped all that quick.
They did, because honestly, GTA or Saints Row 1 was great. Saints Row 2 was fantastic. They had some weird shit, literally, in the some of the missions were drive a septic tank around town and spray feces on houses to devalue their property so that a corrupt real estate agent can make more money off of them when he sells them. So that was about as far-fetched as it got in regards to wackiness on Saints Row 2. It had a lot of great drama scenes. The cutscenes were extremely well put together. Then Saints Row 3 came out, and it's like, you fart in a jar, throwing at people. Now you can have hover jets and fly around and do all this crazy shit. And that turned me off a little bit because I did like having that drama to the storyline. And now that it's just gotten completely overboard, it's like you kind of ruining one of my favorite franchises. I know it's going to be fun. It's just not a Saints Row game to me.
Can you choose your own superpower, though?
Yes.
Apparently you're in a...
yes.
You can learn how to fly. You can do superhuman speed. Telekinesis is another one. Those are the three that I'm aware of at this point. I'm sure they will have other ones that you can do.
I'm hoping if they do the speed one, you actually can do the flash.
I think you're just going to be able to run really goddamn fast.
Apparently you can freeze people, too.
Well, yeah, I think that's going to be one of the telekinesis powers.
Get over here.
Honestly, it's at this point, it's just turning into a really glorified Second Life, it looks like, but I don't know. I'm going to buy it because, like I said, I am a big Saints Row fan. It's just that it's gone down, in my opinion, in quality.
I have the third one. I have yet to play it, so...
So do I. I bought it when we got the THQ Bumble sale or whatever.
And
Speaking of Humble Indie Bundle, they're going to start doing weekly bundles. No, sorry, weekly... I don't even know what to call it. But anyways, they're going to be doing weekly sales.
See, I don't know about that. I think now you're saturating the market too much.
Bastion. I picked it up for $1 today.
Why? You already own it.
No, I don't.
Oh.
I never bought it.
Now he does.
So I got it for $1.
Well, technically, you're right.
I'm a horrible human being because I tried to get them 50 cents. And they're like, no, you got to at least give us $1. I'm like, oh.
You're a douchebag. Here's a penny.
That's what they said. You can actually get it. You can, but you won't get a Steam code.
Oh.
Steam code, you have to donate $1.
Understandable, I suppose. They probably have to pay for the... Okay.
Does anybody want... I don't even know if anybody's claimed it yet. Does anybody want a free copy of Bastion?
Go to the OTR podcast Facebook page. That's been updated once in the
Don't ever
past
do that.
3 years.
I'm surprised James. I feel bad because James was posting a bunch of stuff on OTR or Reddit /r OTR podcast, but they're all 4 months old. So if 4 months ago he was patiently putting
Oh yeah,
stories
he
in
put
there.
some time into it.
I gave up on trying to spread the whole OTR thing. I think right now what we need to focus on is trying to get TNT up as much as possible. Because I have a Pocket Cast podcast app for my Android device. Can't find Pubcast. Can't find OTR podcast. Can't find the New Tech podcast. So obviously we need to get something out there. But yeah, Bastion looked great. I played the demo a while back ago, so I bought it today. We'll see when I get around to playing that. I don't think it's going to be my next game. I think I've been thinking about it a lot, and I think my next game is going to be starting the Hitman series.
Nice.
1, 2, 3, and 4.
Nice.
But I probably will not be playing on the hardest difficulty. I don't know. I haven't decided yet.
Pussy.
God damn it.
Again,
Now you got
really
to
hard,
make
though.
me
Fuck
prove
it.
something.
Yep, prove it, because I'm totally gonna be watching over your shoulder to make sure that you're playing on the hardest difficulty.
I don't know. I just want to kind of experience all of them before I play the latest one. Because I played Blood Money, I think, a couple years ago.
I've never played a Hitman game.
It's fun. It's kind of like if you like
It's like a choose your own adventure kind of shit. Isn't
Splinter
it?
Cell. If you like Splinter Cell, you'll probably like.
This is the first Splinter Cell game I've ever played at least more than 10 minutes.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend the first one to noobs though.
That's why I played. That's the one I played for 10 minutes and gave up.
You're like, fuck this, alarm, game over.
Pretty much. Ooh, hide in the shadows. Ooh, I peeked my head out.
Game over.
Fuck it. I'm done with this game. Yet I played Stuntman all the way through.
Old magazines and games and consoles. I don't. No. Do you remember Moonlit? Did you ever see the Super Mario Brothers Super Hour? The live action Mario Brothers show that also had the Super Mario Brothers cartoon.
Yeah.
Oh, what about Captain N? Captain Nintendo or whatever his name was. He had the NES game controller on his belt. Oh, and a light zapper gun. That was awesome. I don't know if they had that over in the UK, honestly. That's good.
Moving on. Maybe.
Sorry, I thought you were going to keep going. So, yeah. Anyways, Dead Space 3 sells 605,000 copies.
Which honestly sounds, as much as I hate to say it, sounds low.
It does
For an
sound
early
really
title.
Well, they have what? 4,395,000 more copies to go. So they reach their mark.
So they reach what mark?
Their mark. Their goal.
Oh, well.
Their goal of what? What did they have a time frame for this goal?
No, they had a goal. They had a goal for sell 5 million copies to make a profit off it.
5
So they have
million.
4,300,000.
So they got quite a bit to go, and they're not going to make it.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Ooh. To put it into perspective to what EA was expecting, MPD reveals that Crysis 3 sold 260,000 units in US during the month. So Crysis 3 launched on February 19th, reached that figure in 12 days. So this has been out since February 4th. It's now March the 19th. It's only made 605,000, so it's...
Well, it did beat out Call of Duty Black Ops 2 in February.
Minecraft beat out in Black Ops 2, so who cares about that?
How did Minecraft? Oh, I mean,
Minecraft was the biggest played game on Xbox Live for the past 2 months running, I believe.
And
Above
Why?
Call of Duty,
why?
because you get addicted. I
there's
suppose.
there's new updates coming to it all the time that introduces new features.
I was as confused as you were, to be honest.
Why?
You sound angry.
I'm angry and confused. I'm like an old person who got lost in the park. Why?
Why?
Don't
Why?
worry, we expect that from you at this point. Will.
I mean, I'm pretty sure not, like a good portion of people can actually, play it on your PC. It'd probably be a lot better. I mean, it doesn't take that much, processor strength or video card strength. Play it on your computer.
Holy shit! They got game trailers on Xbox Live now.
Finally,
Who gives a fuck?
Christ, I think we've looked for it for.
It's probably one of the
weeks.
best. It's one of the best sites or best sites for
You
game
thought
trailers.
YouTube lagged.
We'll check it out. I blame Google for this one for that.
It's very rare we can say something.
Why does it
like
sound like
that.
somebody's beating a washer to death?
It's a dishwasher. And there was a sarcasm test on the IRC today, and one of them was something like, they took down Reader because there's not many people using it. What's next? Android? Because not many people are using Android.
Ouch.
Yeah, it's very true. I thought about that myself. I was like, man,
I don't get that.
it was sarcasm.
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 Like a chasm?
Like a chasm, whatever.
Without the H.
Chaotic? Chaotic, you might say?
Looks like they also released a Gears of War Judgment Day multiplayer demo today. Awesome.
Is the demos out?
Yeah.
I still gotta play 3. Did the 3 ever... you know what's funny is this next
I
one-
have it. I've been watching eBay for good deals. I see it for $10 on a regular basis. People need to buy it so we can play co-op and finish the goddamn story.
How is this going to happen? Because honestly, here's the deal. What we can do is we can do the podcast on Monday nights, then somehow get together on Tuesday nights and play.
I'm sure we can probably work something out. I agree with you that the schedules and the stars aligning for us to get together while, my life and
Corey
your
and I
life.
can probably do it anytime. Will, not so much.
Yeah.
We'll just give you a summary of what happens.
Well, we can do a live broadcast, screencast.
We'll do a screencast of Gears.
Well, have our little voice mics on there.
Here, let's just play this 1.5-year-old game that no one wants to watch us play.
It'll be on Twitch.
No,
So, yeah, for the top-
They've already said they're not gonna... Even from the next year of War game and on, they're not bringing any more out for PC.
That sucks.
Yeah, it does.
Not really, because I played
Yeah, Will likes to dance most nights. He goes down to Swinging Richards.
the Blue Oyster. What are you talking about? I go to Blue Oyster.
They have a cult.
Yeah.
All they do is bash cowbells all day long.
There's a bar down from my
They will
house.
live
It's called the
vicariously
Blue
through
Room.
you.
It's called the Blue Room.
So yeah, the top arcade titles this week is Minecraft Xbox 360 edition. Walking Dead in third place.
The Telltale or Survival Instinct?
Telltale. That's an
Okay.
arcade title.
Okay, sorry.
This doesn't
I
make
thought you were talking about
sense,
the Xbox
though.
Live MPD.
Well, as far as live titles are concerned, you're looking at Call of Duty Black Ops 2 being number 1 and Minecraft being number 2.
Okay, so
Followed up by
counter space.
FIFA. I don't get the appeal of FIFA. I really
Because
don't.
we're American. Every country in the world besides America is crazy about football
It's-
/ soccer.
fucking soccer.
That's because we're
I'm
American.
offending a lot of you. I apologize.
I'm
We're
sorry,
offending most of our audience, actually.
I
right
just
now.
say, hey guys, in Europe, I just find soccer boring.
I find
it's like,
all
it's like
sports
basketball.
boring.
Oh, he kicked the ball! He
No,
kicked
no.
the ball! And he missed.
Soccer's like soccer's almost as bad as baseball. Basketball, because basketball games are never good until the last
Because
5 minutes.
because the entire game is back and forth, back and forth,
Yeah.
back and forth.
last
Okay,
5
now it
minutes.
comes down to the last 5 seconds of the game. Who's gonna get
Oh,
it?
we're all going crazy now. We're scoring.
Last
we're
5
dunking.
seconds, you do realize there's a thing called injury time.
Yeah.
So regulation time in soccer will run out, and then you have anywhere from a minute to an hour. Well, not an hour, but a minute to any amount of time before the ref calls the end of the game, and you don't know when it's going to end. You have injury time because
That's
everybody gets injured 17 times a game.
Wrestling being the exception, I agree. I would totally watch The Rock and all them again.
Absolutely.
Dude, I was watching the Undertaker and Mankind Hell in a Cell last night. Again on.
There's more flopping in soccer than there are in Mae Young's tits.
I still understand how that dude survived that choke slam through the cage. I don't know how he did it.
Ouch.
On to nails or thumbtacks, I believe.
To break that story, Far Cry 3 is 19.
Wow.
Ouch.
That's beat by Skyrim, GTA
Does it-
fucking 4. Who is still playing GTA 4?
People who enjoy playing online sandbox games.
But
How much
Does
you-
Far Cry have a multiplayer?
yes, and co-op.
Must suck.
I can buy my copy
But-
still.
I don't know, honestly. Tomb Raider still kind of low on the list, but actually beats out Assassin's Creed 3 and Borderlands 2 for that matter.
Now, that's surprising because Tomb Raider does have multiplayer, but I heard it was awful.
Yeah.
The review said it was awful.
Call of
Speaking
Duty-
of Gears, though,
Yeah.
I read the review on IGN 9.4, I believe they said. They said it was fantastic.
Very good. Very, very good. Let's see. Next story being that you can turn tessellation back on now for the new Tomb Raider game on your PC. All you got to do is make sure that you update your NVIDIA drivers to the latest beta version. And there's also a patch, actually, I believe they just talked about today, that went out that fixes that issue. So no more crashing with tessellation turned on. I guess that really wasn't much of a story. But anyways, Lego City, I think we discussed this a couple episodes ago. Looks to be the kids' version of GTA, essentially. And it will require a 22 gigabyte install, meaning that you will need an external hard drive.
That's like the whole fucking game, right?
It's more than the whole fucking game. Most games are only like 8
So what the
gigs
hell do
max.
you actually need 22 gigabytes for? It's like serious.
I don't know. I don't understand because I mean GTA is fucking huge and you don't have that kind of requirement.
I think the highest game I've had, and that was 3 discs, was LA New York. And that was only 21 gigabytes.
That had to be. What, I don't even know what they used that space for on that game. It wasn't that huge, was it?
Yeah.
Lengthwise or
Huh?
just like size-wise, or was it
21
just
gigs for a
lengthwise?
Lego game just seems massive.
No, because there's a lot of, animations too that take up a lot of space for, I guess, in LA New York too. But like for
even LA Noir is only about 15 gigs.
no, I installed them. It was 21.
But yeah, but this is LA Noir. It's 2 discs, 21 gigs. This is, 3 discs.
Yeah.
Totally unnecessary in my opinion.
Yeah.
Totally
Yeah.
unnecessary.
I agree with you on that.
And then you have Lego undercover is 22 gigs.
It's,
My Battlefield 3 updates don't even take up 22 gigs as far as I'm aware.
as far as I'm aware.
Even though it take 15 hours to
I
download.
saw a torrent for Tomb Raider for 6.5 gigabytes. So, what could you possibly have? If I can strip Tomb Raider down all the way down to 6.5 gigabytes.
I'd like you to strip Tomb Raider.
Yeah, so would I. But down to 6.5 gigabytes.
Konami
What
code,
the
that's
hell
all
are
I
you?
gotta say.
Huh?
Konami code, that's all I gotta say. Do it while she's underwater, you'll get a nice little surprise. By the way, the video you showed us from, was it Conan?
Yeah.
Fucking hilarious.
Yes.
She gets her face impaled by a fucking...
It wasn't even his.
Multiple times.
It was the audience's reaction.
Yeah, they're like, oh!
And his reaction
Yeah.
was pretty good too. Honestly, if that was the first time I would have saw it, I would have reacted the same way because that was fucking great. I want to buy the game just so I can see that scene on my TV.
50 inches of impaling.
50
yes.
inches of oh my fucking god! Oh my god!
It'd make it even better if Conan would
Like
puked
Joey
or something.
Styles
Oh yeah, somebody puking would be awesome.
in high def. I don't think that.
Oh yeah, maybe not. You don't want to see the chunks and whatnot.
Oh,
Sorry about
Portal
that.
4.
Sorry about that. Anywho, last story, kind of tacked on at the end here, is Road Rash reboot is now being discussed by the designer.
I
says the
am
designer.
highly endorsing this, and I honestly, if it does go to Kickstarter like he is planning on possibly doing, if EA will release the rights, which is highly unlikely, if he's able to get the rights, or if he develops something similar to it, it will be the first time I actually put in a Kickstarter, because I've been waiting for a new Road Rash for over a decade.
We did see some alpha footage a couple months back, didn't we?
We did, and it
stuff
looked
like,
fantastic.
No, it's stuff like that pisses me off about copyright law. The simple fact that you can hold on to it, not doing anything with it at all, but nobody else can create anything else off of it.
Well, that's
what
actually
bugs
that's
me.
I think this is a
Protecting your copyright, protecting your brand, though.
that's a copyright, and I think that's different. When you patent something, you can't. I don't think you can patent it or whatever it's called.
Yeah, you can.
Well,
As long
not-
as-
As
not
long as
much
you
longer.
modify it,
As long
to
as
make it
you
something-
pay the yearly thing for patent, you can pass it all you want to.
Yeah,
As long
well,
as-
they're looking to get rid of that. Well, they're telling us the
Basically,
audio is out of sync now for many seconds, and it doesn't really matter because the show is over. So
Over!
we are out of stories and out of time. This is James saying goodnight.
This is Will.
Peace, yo! I am so unfunny. I'm just getting more annoying by the minute.
We're gonna kill the. Well, actually, I can't kill anything, so it doesn't really matter. So that's the end of the audio part of the
You're
cast.
gone, you're gone, you're wrong, you're wrong.
Oh, Ainge touches us all.
Ugh,
Where?
I can feel it inside
I need
me.
specifics. I'm going to take this home later.
Did somebody just rip it?
No, he sat up in his chair.
Well, I guess you can't make that sound again.
It never does.
Oh man, that shit happened to me in elementary school. It'd be like I'd like move my desk around and it'd make that sound like, ew. I'm like, no, it's the chair. Like, they're like, make it happen again. I'm like desperately trying to make it happen again.
Just
Nothing.
come here, please. I swear to God, it won't smell.
Smell it.
And then they don't. And then finally the one time that I do fart, they're like, here, smell. And then just fucking put their face right in it. Fucking fooled your ass. Inside my meat parts.
Inside my meat. Whoa.
Just fixed itself.
Oh,
Love technology.
love it. Well, I can't help it. A lot of it's coming from my computer, so. Earlier, I thought it was due to the fact that I set it up to dynamically correct itself by either dropping packets or dropping frames or dropping quality.
Dropping beats.
So the bit rate changed quite a bit in between there, but it stayed steady apparently. I don't know. I'll fix the camera next week.
I love myself.
I was messing with it earlier.
Yeah, you were out, man. You were making little snore noises, but no one could hear it because the microphone wasn't working.
We still have video footage of that too.
Well, yeah, one half an hour, yeah, one 18-minute, one 3-minute one. Well, the one that was a half an hour long, I showed me waking up because I was like, it was weird because like you can tell I woke up and I was like, what the fuck am I at?
Would you? So, Wes said he has never tried webcam mode on this thing. So,
Would you buy that from somebody online?
no, I bought this brand new
Oh.
from Walmart. Ugh. The Toshiba Camilio X200. You can probably just search for X200 and find it. It's a nice size and halfway decent quality. Yeah, I still don't know what the issue was all along, but we do appear to have it fixed. I was looking into analog mixers today, and I think it was Gru, that's a audio engineer or some shit, and he said that the one I was looking at is not suffice for what I wanted. And I wanted to say this earlier, but I couldn't, so I didn't want to interrupt the podcast. But there is something in this mic grill, and it just makes me ponder. Like, Matt said he hasn't used these mics in 4 years, so what is that?
I don't know.
What is it, and where is it from?
What?
Cheetos.
So, not that it wasn't quality enough, that it didn't have enough mic inputs. I was trying to think ahead, by getting 4 mic inputs just in case. The fuck, I don't know.
We're gonna have guests at some point.
Yeah, at some point we'd love to get guests on here.
I already have one in line.
Sweet, very good deal. We do want 4 mic inputs. Maybe a couple additional inputs so that I can have like a soundboard or something going on. I would love to have a soundboard in the future. I have 17 gigabytes of this podcast to go through to pick out sound bites and whatnot. So that'll be interesting to listen to.
That'll be number 1.
That we need to, we need to. I don't know. I don't do sound or video type shit, so I don't know. But we need some kind of intro video and stuff like that if we're gonna keep doing this.
Indeed.
What the fuck is
Cloud says he uses a 1622 FX. I'm not sure what that is, but it sounds awesome.
It sounds great because it added the FX at the end. Yes, search for the entire string that I just copied, you fucking dick. Anyways, the Behringer 1622 FX. It's a discontinued product. Has 4 mic inputs, holy shit channels, and British equalizers? What are British equalizers? So does that mean when we talk, we'll talk with an English accent, and I can't really do one right now, and I don't know why. Yeah, we need... Oh, well, I figured that much. It just said British, so I was like, that gives you a British accent or some shit? It's a very nifty-looking device, but it's discontinued, so there's no price that I can see here. eBay. I don't want eBay. We want, like, Amazon so we can get TNT paid. Okay, so here's my question. And Gru's not here, so I can't ask his opinion, but when it says inputs, that means I can use these dealios, right? The little 6 1/4 millimeter plugs. They don't have to be XLR, right? And it's all preamp, so that's what I thought. So I can get that 802. It's a 4 input, so that means I can use 4 mics, right? Or the mic channels have what, XLR or the 6 1/4 millimeter? I'm not a big audio guy, so I don't know. No, I don't want to use them at the same time, but in other words, if it has the 6 1/4 inch mono and it has 4 inputs with those exact plugs, I can use those, right? Is it not? All right. So I can pick up this 802 for $65. It says 8 inputs, so I read that wrong. But that means I can use 4 mics and still have inputs for other things, right? Basic preamps. I don't know what that means. What I was thinking is just getting the yeah, I was asking if I could just get the 802 now and then, get another 802 down the road and, mix them together. But apparently that's not a great idea. So anyways, back to my original idea is getting the 4 mic inputs or the preamp inputs, whatever. But for now, the 2 mics from these guys seem to be doing okay. Even though you're probably staring at the top of my head most of the time because I have to talk down to it.
Yeah, you don't want to build it up.
Yeah, that's what I figured. So I saw these when we start looking at more inputs like that, we're looking at something in between $150 to $200. I still got to buy some Mangria. Radio Shack dynamic microphone, 500 ohms. Dynamic microphone. And sorry, I want to get some. Unfortunately, at this time, I don't have anything I can use those in, so. See, I was thinking USB myself because I thought when you did the analog into a sound card that it added noise to the line. Like a hum or some shit. Or static. Nifty. I have no experience in mixing USB mics. What are you typing up over there? Typing up a novel?
Fuck you. I like to type.
Yeah, I gotta go use the restroom. Little boys room.
I'm heading out. So this it's gonna die. Got like 6% left, so I won't be able to really do anything because I can't talk about microphones because I don't have a fucking clue what you guys are talking about.
Oh.
Nope, I was still using the internet.
I'm gonna turn it off for now. I'll reset my router later.
No, you won't.
Got plenty of words going on.
Do more. You're the only person that's continuously playing with me.
Well, this guy Delphin, I turned on my phone last night. It's like ba-doop, 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 ba-doop. He started like 8 games with me, so I've been going back and forth.
Nice. More the merrier.
He's kind of not Hispanic,
Well,
but
I didn't cover stories, but draw something too.
I saw that. I saw that just today.
Because that's one thing I want to continue playing. And it's endorsed by Ryan Seacrest, so I'm really intrigued now. Alright, hold on.
See you later.
Have a good night, everybody.
All right, you guys can stop staring at the top of my head. I am going to head out for the night. Thank you all for joining us yet again and at least getting a podcast done tonight. And as usual, I will be in IRC tomorrow all day.